hackers. How's my sound? I'm the John Struct. My sound is great. I'm having a Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition adventure, and I'm going to load my game. We were just about to do a cutscene, I believe. It's assuming I actually saved my game in the... Yeah, I did. Cool. So I was trying to order something from my local store, and I was like, what's the delivery? £3? I'm not paying £3 for delivery. And the answer is because it was a different version. It was a different store. It was a further away, the store. Never mind, I don't need stuff that much. I'm just waiting until tomorrow. Let's watch a cutscene, shall we? I do like that I can be sent stuff quite late on a Sunday, though. I didn't even consider that it was Sunday.
Our forces can only take so much. The capital's defenses are sure to fall.
As long as I'm willing to pay £3.
Grant me your wisdom.
It isn't a lot, to be honest.
Iluna mel rukan taxis. Duko aruke samihine hato. It can't be.
Great big bushy beard.
A giant.
Oh yeah, and there's a giant there.
So this is what was sealed away.
How long has it been, Emperor?
Luckily he speaks English.
This is our first encounter.
It is not you that I speak to, but your blood.
Well, my blood can't answer back.
That shackled me.
I see. Then I assume I do not need to tell you the reason I am here.
There is no need. I already know why you have come. Use it. That is the reason I am here, after all.
How did they?
That light, it's...
That thing we're not gonna name.
Father.
Duba. You just watched a quite dramatic cutscene. Yes, I did. Thank you again. Right. This is Prison Island. Maybe we'll change our appearance. We was in Resort Star for a while. Why did I start with the head? Start with this. No, the problem going with the older stuff is I know their sets are incomplete. Also, Legar looks stupid as fuck. No, we just straight up don't have more sets, yeah. Fair enough. But yes, I should go back and collect the sets at some point. Birds and clouds. Also birds, I guess. What have I not done, game? What I like about this, it's a sketchy giant prison rock, but they're very concerned about safety as well. They've been, you know, this couldn't have been easy to do. Just make sure nobody falls off while climbing up. It's very considerate. And even, like, the rest of the game doesn't have these. I guess the actual reason is because you simply cannot fall off this bit. Oh, who have I annoyed? Ah, bird!
We can definitely do this! Monado, lend us your power!
I guess I'm fighting you now, then.
Split edge!
Do this!
Electric Gutbuster! Beat! Now it's right time! This isn't going well. Don't give up. I'm right.
No, it's supposed to be rhyme time.
Bravo. Thank you. Get up! Cheers! Time is now! Alright, I'm feeling it! Against me all! Go on!
Oh, shit, really?
We can do it!
I just fight for 2 seconds and that res me. It's fine. You didn't need your game over. Fine. My fault for not really paying attention. Oh, look at that door.
Definitely do this! This is the Monado power! Right, you're a lifesaver! Light heal! More enemies!
No enemies. Died when there was just one of them. Stop hitting us! It's mean!
You can do it! Electric Gutbuster!
Oh, one of those bulbs is attacking us.
Alright, I'm feeling it! Hey! Electric Gutbuster! They glowing guys! Emissary! Stand back! That was close! Leave this for me!
Are we fighting fucking hundreds of them? Oh, fuck that.
Everyone, make a run for it! Everyone, make a run for it!
There's us calmly walking up.
Whoa! Big door. Whatever needed this door was massive.
Dino Beast!
So it is.
It's just a statue. Don't freak us out like that, Ricky.
Is this a person? I can't make it out.
This may very well be the appearance of my forefathers. The legends tell that they differed greatly to how we look now.
And this is what they looked like.
Wait a minute. I've seen this thing somewhere before.
Oh, Dino Beast! Dino Beast!
You might be right. It reminds me of the Telethia as well.
Did your ancestors build this island?
No. The stories tell of this place existing long before my people. No one knows for sure, but we think our forefathers are the ones who sealed it.
Well, you
I
are
wonder
bird
what's
people.
hidden inside. Well, we'll know soon enough, I suppose.
There, an engraving by the forefathers.
There's just one of them.
I've seen this engraving around the capital. Many researchers have tried and failed to discover its meaning.
Hey, Shulk. That symbol.
Yeah. It's similar to the Monado symbols. There must be a connection. Connection?
The sealed door of Prison Island. It is said only a true successor to the throne can open it.
Then the Emperor must be inside.
I believe so. Forefathers, I, your descendant, Melia Antiqua, stand before you. For the sake of our world, release the seal!
World.
Just like at the tomb.
What's it doing?
Aren't we going to help?
Please, do not worry. It is necessary.
Heir to the Monado. Let the shackles be released!
What is it, Shulk? Get a move on. You saw it, right? Us bashing that Tin Man's head in?
Hold on a second.
Oh, here we go. I knew you'd start overthinking.
There's not much time, Shulk. We've got to go now.
Sharla's right. We'll miss our chance to take that murdering mechon down. And save Melia's father, too.
Okay.
Save a game show. That was kind of weird. I know I'm wasting my triangle, but I wanted to see what was up here. That big chair. Oh look, there's sand coming out of their faces. Appears to be deactivated. Fair enough, we'll return here. But now we've got an extra sense of anticipation. Let's go upstairs. There did appear to be downstairs as well. No. I'm not sure what's up with the radioactive monsters. Maybe they've got some rare material on. They don't seem to bother me unless I'm in the middle of a fight, and then sometimes they join in. There's been a lot of teleporting about since I got to high tier.
We must be outside the tower.
Are we here?
This is it. This is the place I saw.
Melia.
Father!
Can't really walk up to him.
Father? Who is this?
This is Brent.
Welcome, true heir to the Monado.
Who are you?
Check that guy out.
Is this...
He's one of the giants, said to have become extinct eons ago. This is what our forefathers locked away.
I am Zanza,
You'd think it'd take more than 4 of them.
and I have waited centuries for you.
You waited for him? But I thought our forefathers imprisoned you here.
I forged the Monado. It is molded from me. All who wield the sword are made known to me.
You made the Monado.
Yes. I made it millennia ago to oppose Mechonis.
But why are you imprisoned?
The Monado controls the principle upon which life is based, the source of your existence, ether. Master the principle of life, and all things will bow to you. Your power would be infinite. As you now know, the sword gives the wielder the power of foresight. And I myself once used that sword against the Mechonis and defeated it.
You're telling us you beat the Mechonis with that tiny thing?
Its appearance is merely an illusion. Its form morphs to conform to the will of its master. The power comes from within. But its power was feared by some. That is why the High Entia imprisoned me here long ago.
That can't be true. Our forefathers would have had better reason.
You are what you are. Do you not believe your own eyes? Open your mind, new ruler of the High Entia. The Monado is the blade of the Bionis, the only force that can oppose the Mechonis. As the wielder grows, so too does his ability to control all things. Yet there is still power trapped in the sword. The Monado is in shackles.
Shackles?
It is suppressed.
You mean...
We in a JRPG.
Yes, it was this constraint that gave rise to Faced Mechon. Mechon which cannot be destroyed by the Monado.
Oh. I wish he sounded older.
This is beginning to wear thin.
N. F.
is it? Where's this power coming from? That? So he's come out to play. That's cheating. Can't have that. This is gonna be good. Try and stop my new toy. Catch this, Zanza.
These shackles. They must be the reason the Monado can't hurt people as well. Does that have something to do with the faced mechon?
You must find that out by yourself. I will remove those shackles for you. But you must take the Monado and free me from this prison. Free me, and the Monado will cut down anything you wish.
That sounds like a thing that could backfire.
But a god can stand in your way.
Don't do it, Shulk.
But Melia, why?
Something's not right. The forefathers must have had good reason to seal him.
I need that power. I thought you of all people would understand.
I do, but it's just...
Hold on a minute. He only said he'd release this new power. Sounds like a good idea to me.
But...
Melia, please understand. I must do what I set out to. The mechon must pay.
Yeah, why is it so sometimes they just kill people, sometimes they kidnap people, and sometimes they eat people?
Young Shulk, I will not force you. I ask for nothing in return. It is your choice.
Yeah, I would have liked to do a proper old man voice. I mean, that's confirmed that the mechon are people, right? Because he just said it doesn't cut people and the faced mechon. Also, is this the villain?
Heir to the Monado. Your will shall be done.
I get the idea that this is a bad thing he's doing.
Shackles be released.
This party's over!
Although he might be just about to die. Zanza, I mean. Yeah.
No! Zanza!
Oh, he was 2 days from retirement. Oh no, I guess he'd just come out of retirement. Hello, Anishak.
It's him! Metal Face!
Sorry we're late to the party. What do you think of our leader's gift?
How did you know we'd be here?
What's that? The poor insects are a little confused. We're here for the old fool. If he's dead, he can't power up the Monado. You being here's just an added bonus. Huh?
A silver-faced mechon!
Zanza? Respond, Zanza. I know you can hear me.
I sense thought waves.
Zanza, how many more will you sacrifice?
Who are you to talk to me? How dare you? You know nothing.
I am here to talk, Zanza.
Mechon! You will pay for what you've done!
Please wait. I mean you no harm.
Give us back Fiora! Give her back!
I I told you to stay out of the way, boy!
Shulk!
Weak and pathetic.
Dunban!
Stupid bug!
Melia!
Look at you, worthless without the Monado. Isn't that right, Dunban?
What or who are you?
I love that the robots take everything personally as well.
Let's see if this jogs your memory!
He moves like... But that's impossible! Dunban!
Cease immediately. They are not our target.
Any final words? Die! Who dares?
Stop at once, Mechon!
Emperor!
Father!
Are you hurt, Melia?
No. Father.
I'm gonna have some questions when I figure out the truth of what's going on. Because, like, if the mechon are secretly good, then they probably shouldn't go around going,
Weak and pathetic.
You bag of bones!
like, I sense Metalface is officially not being very helpful to the cause. No! Oh, he loves murdering people. It's like his favorite thing.
Looks like he's had his wings clipped. Did you really expect to beat me?
Emperor. I failed you.
Heir to the Monado.
Sansa, you're alive. Give me the power I need.
I am now a mere shell. The power is already yours.
What?
The shackles have been broken. Wield the sword. It bends to your will. Think of your enemy, and the power to defeat them is yours.
Sansa. Mechon. It's not over. The people of Bionis will never let you triumph.
It's changing form!
Be careful. We cannot withstand such power.
Shulk!
Monado Unbound. Ooh, they can be leveled up to level 10. That's good, because I can't find anything else. Why did it have a 6, 5, 6, 7? I'm not gonna worry too much about it.
So, the case of surprise!
We can definitely do this! This is the Monado's power! We're not invincible! Monado, enchant! Right, you're a lifesaver! Now we're putting together. Focus on this moment, Shulk! We can definitely do this!
Did I do that? Fuck. Feels extremely dangerous having a button that I can accidentally press that takes away half my health. It happened at the absolute worst time as well.
Worldlies, this is the Monado's power! Let's get him! Yeah! Pushing yet! Electric Dustbuster! Let's get him! Monado, show me the way! Now it's right! I'm feeling it! Done back! Leave this to me! Yeah! Here we go! I know! Somebody, leave it to me!
Oh, I needed to wait a second more, didn't I?
Steel strike! Good job, everyone! We did it! This will be the mark down! Shake your head! The time is now! All in the world of strike! Yeah, Dumba! Go for it! Everyone! Let's go! We can definitely do this! Lend us your power! Ready to roll!
Metal face. You just don't know. No.
Down! Sunbang! Steel strike! Good job, everyone! Done that! Pesky
Tell me once you get to
nothing's gonna stop us!
I unlocked it.
You will know the pain and suffering you caused the Emperor and Fiora!
Desist!
What? Look at him! The Monado was changed!
Good. Now you feel it. Swing the blade to your heart's content.
I think we saw that in a cutscene before, actually.
Is this what you truly desire, Zanza?
I see now. It is as I suspected. You exist outside the pre-established harmony.
Is that...
Fiora?
Hans? No way! Fiora!
This is the only girl we know that's not been around.
Fiora! You're still alive!
Zanza, you have not changed at all. That is clear. But still, I cannot...
Do as you please.
Fiora! Wait!
My mission is complete. Returning to base.
You were lucky this time, dumb man. But next time, I'll slice you in two.
Alright, so that's...
Fiora!
That's
It's
the...
me!
That would be the dude with,
Fiora!
Yeah, we saw in Chapter 5, but, like, I was giving it room to be a mystery just in case. I didn't know it was Fiora in Chapter 5, though. I just know it was a person in the chassis. I'm assuming, then, Metal Face is the dude that...
We were too late.
Dunban was...
Again.
You know, there were three of them in the cutscene in the beginning. And there's
knew it
one
would
with the deep-set eyes.
Shulk.
Why? Why did this have to happen?
Father.
Melia, the hope of our people. You must not cry.
Also, I thought like it could be like a dead body in there or something like that.
I don't care how improper it is. Let me cry.
Melia.
Yeah, I could have probably guessed that.
Why does it have to be me? If all it takes is to be half Homs.
Is that what you think? You are very much mistaken.
Literally, there's only one girl in the game.
Become the hope
Like, Charlotte was the second we met.
Is a fate that you choose for yourself. As long as you remember this, it is certain that you will be worthy of that name. But remember this also. It is not because you are the hope of the High Entia that I love you. It is because I love you.
Hang on, that guy ran away from the battlefield though, didn't he?
To become that hope. Heir to the Monado, I leave the sword.
One of the robots has to be Gado as well.
The sword that my forefathers sealed away. With it, you can succeed.
Your Majesty.
Melia, cry for as long as you must. But when your tears are dry...
Father, no!
I sense this
Melia,
marks the halfway point.
come with me.
Shulk,
You'll have plenty of time to think about your empire and your people's hopes. If you need me, I will be at your side. But you are an individual. You are Melia Antiqua, and you can't let them get away with this.
You're right. My foremost concern is making them pay.
I will press that after the cutscene. So, Fiora was like pierced by bloody fingers? Because, like, it's a common thing he does?
Well played indeed, Zanza.
I do what is necessary for the world.
I could very easily have stood in for you.
Your sentiment is appreciated. I see a storm on the horizon.
Is this... this is a great time to press it. Is this a problem that could have been solved by lots of people talking to each other?
Good Lord, what is happening in there?
Aurora Borealis?
Aurora Borealis. At this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen.
Yes.
May I see it?
No.
Whatever's causing the mechon to continuously attack Homs. Because I don't actually know exactly what's causing that yet. Either way, I'll find out.
And finally, Crown Princess Melia's accession will take place 1 year from today. Until such time, as decreed by the Crown Princess, I shall assume imperial duties as regent. If there is anyone who objects to said decision, state your grievances now.
I mean, maybe it's the only answer you could have given, even if you knew the answer.
All the ministries are unanimous. We have no objection to Her Majesty's decree.
To each and every one of you, our thanks.
If I may, Your Highness, I would like to propose a round-table discussion on strategy concerning the mechon.
What to do about the mechon? Our defenses must be shored up immediately.
Not only our defenses, Your Highness.
Do you suggest an offensive approach, while the capital still licks its wounds?
The Ministry of Research has the ideal solution.
We're back in our luxurious prison.
Friends act strange. Are friends sad? Ah, Ricky's sad too, because of empty belly.
Ricky, we already ate. Us Homs don't get upset just because we're hungry.
I mean, we sometimes do.
Oh, Hum must have small bellies. Oh, Ricky jealous.
We've got to get our minds off this somehow. Dunban's locked himself away ever since we came back. Is it because of the girl who was operating that mechon?
Melia, how are you?
What do you mean? If you were talking about father, I'm fine. I have no choice but to look to the future.
You're stronger than me, Melia.
Do not mock me. More importantly, it is time you tell me who she is.
We've known her all our lives. We thought she was killed in Colony 9.
Because we saw it.
She didn't even recognize us. She's not the Fiora I remember.
It looked a lot like Fiora. But if it was her, then I can't imagine how Dunban feels.
What did he mean?
Fiora is Dunban's sister.
I didn't know. Is this Fiora important to Shulk?
Important? She's more than important. She's the reason we're out here.
Well, at least they discussed what was going on.
Was Fiora, why didn't she reply to me? Fiora. I'd better talk to Dunban. He'll know something.
And yes, I was going to say, even with people in him, they could have been like dead bodies or something like that. Like, they might not have counted as people, but like with Zanza, we know they definitely count as people as well. Like, because she could be like a drone or something like that, since she doesn't remember, or an entirely new creature, like made of human and metal. But like, they definitely count as people, which I guess is pretty obvious since they have like very human personalities. But yeah, I can't remember the first. They made a real big point of showing that third person in the original cutscene. Because, you know, there's Dunban, there's a 70s guitarist who's apparently a scientist who raised Shulk, and there's the third one who's going to run away. I assume he died on the battlefield. And there's Gaddo as well.
I've been looking for you. So this is where you were.
Shulk. Apologies. Was everyone worried?
Of course. Me especially.
Hmm?
It's just, I've been thinking about Fiora. And I can't help wondering,
Wondering what?
You have different hair
You saw how
colours.
Fiora acted. It was like she didn't even recognize us.
Yes. It's unsettling. But Shulk, don't get me wrong. I'm not sad. Even if she doesn't recognize me, I'm glad to know she's alive.
Dunban.
You see, Fiora was born many years after me. And, not long afterwards, we lost our father to a mechon. It was left to me to protect and raise her, almost like a father.
I was always jealous that she had you as her brother.
Ah, yes. You and Fiora used to be inseparable.
Yeah.
I need to tell you something. I always thought, if Fiora were to be with anyone, it should be you.
What? But Ryan hangs out with her just as much as me.
Yeah, he does. But Fiora doesn't like him in that way.
Oh. I see.
He's a nice guy. Reminds me of myself when I was his age. All reckless and hot-headed. Probably why he's not right for her.
Really would have been really weird if he did say Ryan.
Yes?
I always thought she should have been
lost
with Ryan.
life can never be returned. But she's alive. It doesn't matter that she's lost her memory.
Yeah. I guess you're right.
Fiora and I have spent our entire lives together. The memory of that can't have disappeared completely. It's up to us. We have to help her remember. Help me, Shulk. Help me get her back.
You know I will.
Okay. Let's go tell the others.
Okay, so now I'm curious as to how cruel the game is willing to be. Is the game willing? So the game just dropped the idea that she's just lost her memory and that can be retrieved. So
hey, they're back.
I would normally
Have you gathered
assume
your
that's
thoughts?
probably going to be the case, otherwise they wouldn't have mentioned it.
Yes.
Or
sorry to be a nuisance.
they're going to try that and it's going to fail.
You too?
Yep. All thanks to Dunban.
I'm glad.
JRPGs aren't usually that cruel, but they sometimes are.
Forgive me, His Highness Callian summons you.
You think something's happened?
We won't know until we get there.
I don't know. I think Xeno, like... Is it Xenosaga I was thinking? Xenoblade, Xenosaga, and Xeno... Oh, I can never remember the third one. Xenogears. Xenogears is supposed to be dark. Oh, I thought I found Gado. It's just Galdo. Midnight. God, look at the time speed up. It took us 10 minutes to walk up those stairs, according to the canon.
I apologize for calling you at short notice.
Maybe we'll get
It's
Fiora
fine.
back.
Is anything wrong?
I must apologize to you all. Forgive our hubris. We High Entia were arrogant enough to idly sit behind our defenses, safe in the knowledge that Mechonis lies a great distance from our land, and we were wrong. Our decision to ignore the Mechon assault on your homeland was wrong.
Your Highness, does this mean...
Yes, Shulk. We will face the dangers ahead together.
Brother.
Which leads me to my request. After setting eyes on a group consisting of Homs, Nopon, and High Entia alike, I realized an allied army must be formed. I ask that you act as ambassadors for the assembly of this force.
This happens in Xenoblade 2, doesn't it?
Tell me your thoughts, Shulk.
I need time before I make a decision.
We make friends with the Scottish people, and then there's like, no, you've got to go to all the towns, because you're an ambassador.
Does Shulk not wish to aid us in our mission?
I do not believe that to be true.
Then why?
Shulk has other people to consider. That wasn't like you, Shulk.
I'm sorry.
You know you can talk to me.
It's Fiora. That's why you're hesitating.
Yeah.
Knew it. You wouldn't think twice otherwise.
I just don't know.
Find her, Shulk.
Melia,
I used to believe my father did not love me. Until the day he died.
That's quite a lot to...
If you do not grasp the importance of loved ones until after they are gone, that is simply too late.
You're right, Melia. I've made up my mind. I'm going to get Fiora back.
You don't have to do this. I'll go and look for her myself. The burden should be mine.
No. I want her back as much as you.
Leave the ambassador stuff to me, Shulk. I'll probably make a mess of it. But we're a team. You can count on me.
I'm afraid that is my duty, Rhyne. I am of both High Entia and Hom's blood. I am the Crown Princess, and of mixed heritage. Thus, I am best suited to carry out this task.
That means we won't...
Yes. I will remain here. We must say goodbye. Is that what you really want? Yes. But promise me, when you find her, you'll come back. I'll be here waiting for you.
I don't know what to say. Thank you.
I believe we use the word dual heritage nowadays, not mixed. One thing I've been meaning to say for ages is, like, that sword, because it's got a big hole in, like, I'd always be really tempted to just put my arm inside and go, "Hey!" Like
I go and tell Callian myself.
I am sure he already understands.
Like swinging a pair of scissors in your finger.
It's likely that the ministers are harassing him at this present moment. We should spare him any further inconvenience.
Then... this is goodbye.
God, that seems like it'd be really fucking uncomfortable on her back.
Come back as soon as you can. We are in great need of your help.
Got it.
T-posing. What?
Why are you still here?
Listen, I'll keep an eye on Shulk for you.
Whatever can you mean?
Well, it's a risky strategy, letting Shulk go off and just hoping he'll come back to you.
Shulk and I are merely...
Yeah. But remember, the longer he's away, the more chance his feelings for you will fade.
But...
once we find this Fiora, I will personally whisk him back here in a heartbeat.
Does this game pass the Bechtel test?
I appreciate it.
Great. Don't worry,
Probably, because like they've had loads of
side.
conversations about the computer, about like just the plot. You can't
Brother?
anti-win the Bechtel test.
Just on your way out, I see.
It's not what...
I'm sorry, Your Highness. About your offer, we must humbly decline.
I see. Very well. Let us hope my sister does not shed too many tears.
I stay because I must, brother.
There's 2 Melias.
Rhyme wrong. This Melie smell different.
Yes. We need Melia to learn more of the lands of Bionis, but she is still bound to handle public matters, hence, another Melia.
Callian.
So
Your
there's
Highness,
Melia, and
Crown
Meliist.
Princess.
We rank them by how
As
Meli
your
she
humble
is.
subject, I formally request the following.
Speak.
I request that you accompany Shulk in his quest to find the mechon that attacked Alcamoth.
Are you sure?
Shulk, I am aware of everything. Go forth and follow your heart. There will come a day when we need you, but it is not today.
Your Highness, that means a lot to me.
That is one cool prince.
If only someone had his sensitivity.
Sensitivity? Well, I'm sensitive.
So I won't lie. So this couple here,
jury's out on
obviously
that
I
one.
saw that coming a mile away, right? Because like they established that immediately. You remind
That's
me
a
of
relief.
Cadeau, who's definitely not dead.
We have
But I had no
recently
idea
received a report
they
that
were
the
setting up
silver-faced
the other
mechon
couple.
fled to Galahad Fortress, the mechon stronghold at Sword Valley. It will be a treacherous path. My sister is in your hands.
Thank you, Callian. I will keep her safe.
Regent, I accept your request. I will return victorious with Shulk.
I am most pleased.
Leaving without me?
Do you want to come?
To reach Galahad Fortress, you will need to travel through Valak Mountain on the right arm of the Bionis. The snow-covered mountains are fraught with danger. Those unfamiliar to them risk never coming back.
Of course, you would be familiar with that region.
Then there's no point in wasting time.
Leave the Allied force to me. I am not known for my diplomacy, but call it pride. I shall succeed.
We'll join you as soon as we can.
I look forward to the day. Heroes of Bionis, make us proud.
The other thing I was thinking was, like, because I went several thoughts deep.
See? Now we're getting some respect.
We're back to this again, are we?
See you soon, Callian.
But the reason I didn't immediately glom that they were going to pair off Shulk and Melia was because of the existence of Fiora, you know, and that would create a love triangle. Not that, like, games are against love triangles or anything. That's like a feature for some people, right? But then I suddenly remembered that, like, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, it solves the love triangle by going, he gets all of them. In a way that comes across as really immature. I've never quite understood the kind of anime harem genre, I guess. Inclination, I think, is the word I was actually thinking there. Comes across as a little bit immature to me. You could solve it if you wanted to do that thing by doing like a polygamous thing, but it's definitely not that. It's always a harem. It's always just, well, however you pronounce that. It's always just the one dude. Well, it can. I don't know much about polygamous relationships. It doesn't have. It can have one person, but like I guess the pop point is they'd be all dating each other. My point is that it's not that. I don't know, this game seems more mature than Xenoblade 2.
We will need to traverse Sword Valley if we wish to reach Galahad Fortress.
If Colony 6 were in better shape, we could have taken a pod from there. How are we getting there?
We will take the path down from the Bionis right arm. Sword Valley is where the arm meets the Mechonis sword.
Aha. So that's our route.
I assume we're going to walk across that sword at some point as well.
It is a snow-covered mountain range, and you should expect a tough climb. Are we all ready? Ready as we'll ever be. Quite. First, we will head through Machna Forest. This short-range pod will be our transport. All aboard, people.
Well, if I knew we were going back to Machna, I would have put on our Machna garb. I'll do that. Try and get 2 in. Oh. No, I really did have the best looking one on. Oh, he doesn't get an entire Machna set. Annoying. I had something for that. And it's a t-shirt as well. I may have to rectify that then. That's quite funny. I'll have this one. Oh, no, I forgot someone. I have a horrible feeling we're going to be in Machna for like, not Machna, whatever, for like 2 seconds. But I won't obviously I won't change costumes for a while.
Yes?
Received orders from Prince Callion. I'm to take you to Machna Forest in this vessel. You ready to depart? Sure. I mean, we can just teleport back, right? Oh, that fella. Large and in charge. I shall walk around him. I'll take him. Ah. Sort of weird having this right next to a forest. Yeah, I thought we'd be in the forest for longer, weren't I?
Zanza is not dead. I feel it. Our tragedy unfolds once again.
Lady Maynard. Does that mean...
Indeed. I do not doubt that Egil too is aware. However, why free the Monado? Zanza must realize it is now a double-edged sword. And what reason could he have for choosing the boy? What is this? I am experiencing feelings for the boy.
Lady Maynard.
Vinaya, your swift repairs are appreciated.
Thank you.
I wish to see that boy again. To meet with the one who wields the Monado.
The boy? But my lady, is that not...
Is Egil aware of my reawakening?
He is not. As my lady wished, he knows nothing.
Then, there is no need to worry.
Can love bloom on the battlefield?
Besides, the Monado will draw him to me.
Flying off without me, huh? I know you from somewhere. Of course, I remember you. You're Dunburn's little sister.
I fucking love how committed he is to being a goblin man. Valak Mountain! It's going to be very exciting when that picture changes to the Mechonis.
I could go for a hot cup of Dixon's home brew right about now. We're not built for this cold.
It is to be expected. This climate is as different to your home as it gets. It only snows this high up on the Bionis.
Ricky hate cold.
This can't be nice for Ricky. He's from Matna.
A little further down is Sword Valley, right?
Yes. But before then, I must show you something.
Me?
You, Shulk.
All dressed up as Makna, out of solidarity for Ricky's...
Do you not see?
Coldness.
That tall formation that looks like a tower. Ruins, to be precise.
Ricky see it? Bigger than Big Tree in Village.
We can rest there. I'll explain everything then.
Cool!
Yeah.
Okay. So with this set... Yeah, warm... Is there a warm set? I'd really love a, like the Brandle. How much money do I have? I've got fucking loads of money, actually. I guess I've done a load of stuff recently. I'm tempted to do the thing. Well, we can always come back to him. We've got the quest to get the armor sets. I mean, Nope, I walked away. We'll have a look at this area regardless.
Yeah.
It probably wouldn't take very long to go to all the shops. There aren't that many in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see why you'd like this area. I mean, assuming... graphically speaking, I can see why you'd like this area. There could be other reasons. Guess I'll go up there later. Got myself an ether plum, though. I still don't know what's up with these radiation people. The Nebula. Star Trek villains. I should probably kill something on the way down. Oh shit.
This isn't going well. Get a hold of yourself.
That was a bigger drop than I was expecting it to be. I want a snowboard. Ooh. Minerals. Let's grab them. Might fight one of the birds. Or this horse. Oh fucking no, I'm leaving the horse alone. Sorry horses, I didn't look in your direction. Oh, we can fight that then.
I'm powering up.
Going well. Don't give up. All right, I'm feeling it.
It says chill, but he clearly has zero chill.
This will leave a mark. Take your edge. Come on.
Don't give up.
Backslash. Yeah.
Okay, guys. Now we're pulling together. So this is what teamwork is.
Oh, hang on.
Get up. Cheers.
Not good. We can definitely do it.
Sorry.
Pesky thing. Monado, lend us some power. Powering up. Flash.
Ryan?
Light heal.
Oh.
Flash.
Sorry.
Huh. That had an exclamation mark on it as well. Let's try that again. I think I could have just done that better. Do we lose affinity if they die? I don't think I've looked at the affinity chart for ages. Yeah, I can see why I didn't look at the affinity chart. Oh, we're missing one of the major nations. I wanted to look at the party, actually. Oh. I knew that. Oh. Big fan of Rhine. Pretty happy with, crew, apart from... That's about right. Fine. Yeah, we're missing a place. Oh yeah, we're supposed to fight a bird. There's a lot of them about. You. Maybe we'll see more.
This one's mine. Right behind you, Dumbag. All right, I'm feeling it now. I'm turning up the heat. You're really getting into this, Ray. You like that? Right. Leave it to right. The time is now. We've almost got to it.
Oh, I don't like that move.
Bring it on! Flash! Boom! Steel strike! Worldly flash! We can definitely done that! Great attack! Leave this to me!
Oh, I killed him too quickly. Cool. No, that must be good. Because we didn't do anything to lose affinity. Okay, is it just the one we need? Even one. They're leaving the X alone. Don't want to put all our X in one basket.
This is the Monado's power!
Look at these chill birds!
I'm without that! Powering up! Electric Steel Flashback! Now it's right time! Superb! Bring it on! Alright, I'm feeling it! Everyone, let's go!
I'm not using much up on this.
Electric almost there! Everyone, don't let it go! You can definitely do this! This is the Monado's power! Steel strike! Now it's right time! Come up! Take your edge! I'm really feeling it! Yes! Get stuck in! Worldly smash! Take this! I'm really feeling the best! Man, what a bunch of jokers!
I can see this isn't pushing you at all.
Cool. So I see a low bird, but he's quite close to a nebula. I don't want to fight the nebula. Never mind. Find you instead.
I'm feeling it! Perfect for a chain attack! Waiting for this! Nasty thing! Come on! We can do it! One in a world of strike! Done that! We choose to fight! Electric Buster! We can definitely do this! Thank you, Dumbo! Powering up! Pesky thing! Now it's right time! This is the Monado's power! Bring it on! One down! Right here! You never stood a chance. Good thing I'm here. No? Anyone?
Let's press on.
Lucky Chilkin. Almost 8 o'clock. I want to fight Big Bird while I have a triple.
Right! Let's do this! This one's mine.
Don't hold back!
Here we go! Yeah! Rhine time!
Oh shit, never mind.
So back! Stumbang! Aha!
I feel my power returning to me.
Yeah! More! Got it! Yeah! Not over yet! Yeah! Rhine time! Wow! Down!
Oh, dear.
Yeah, well played. We did it. I'm powering up. Yeah, I'm turning up the heat. You're really getting into this, right?
Lovely.
We got through that pretty good. Let's not lose our heads, though.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Unlucky birds.
Just what I needed. Definitely do this. Now it's right time. Keep up that momentum. How's this? Too easy. Feel back, you thing. Come on. Sleeper. Yeah, I'm turning up the heat. You're really getting into this run. Now it's right time. Sounds perfect for a chain attack.
I'm not using a chain attack on these.
Like heel. All right, I'm feeling it. Good job, everyone.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Let's not lose our heads, though.
Lovely. Okay, wow. Sorry, I completely... I was curious as to whether I was to bump into another enemy or not. Maybe I should just use it on a random enemy like this. Probably for the best, right?
Right, let's do this. This one's mine. Don't hold back. All right, time for a change to do this. Right, you're up. I know. Your turn. Here I come. Gale Flash.
I swear I hit that beat right, but whatever.
Remember that. We did it. Bring it on. Behold the power of the Monado.
I've been getting
I got focus. Now it's right time.
Shit.
Bring it on. No way.
That's what I get for getting cocky, apparently. I hope I'm not right at the top. I am right at the fucking top, aren't I? Fine, well, no, the enemies weren't too strong. I just got unlucky. Fucked off, game. But he's going to quietly run all the way to the bottom and not attack anything. No, I should just talk, shouldn't I? What time is it? He's going to be starting out by that? Oh, not there. So I like that you die and it goes, you know what? your punishment isn't that you lose your progress, nor do you get to try again. You just you get put back to the last checkpoint, but with all the kills you got done. I said that in a really stupid way, but you understand what I mean. That's a decision, and I get it. But by the same token, it is really annoying having to walk all the way back. The literal distance it takes sometimes is ages. And if you save your game, obviously you have a choice between getting some of those attacks back. You can either be close. You sort of have a choice of whether to try again and be closer, or try again and keep everything you would have lost. But I don't know what the correct answer is. Because punishing a player for dying is good. It discourages them from dying. But, it feels a bit shit if you get just a tiny bit unlucky and you're like, I want a tiny punishment, because only Tiny died. Guess that's not really a thing, though. Why is there a dotted line over there? I've annoyed a bird. I was trying to be clever, and it didn't work, did it? Or did it work? No, I will die if I try and jump that. And that will force me to walk all the way back again. Snow, a bit like the snow, lovely snow. You'd fall in the snow. Yeah, I don't think I'd survive that fall. It's no, fuck that. We're not strong enough for Sensor Lexos yet. Okay, we have ourselves a landmark. Oh, it's right next to it as well. Is that we're gonna hit 2 landmarks in a row? I sense that. Because we're going into a place. Okay, curious as to what would have happened if I didn't press jump then.
This isn't going well. Sorry, I gotta focus. This isn't going well. Sorry, I gotta focus.
Cool. I want those. Okay, what time is it? Okay, I've got an idea. Chill defense. I sense this might be a good idea. 6,000. Not sure why I keep using the word sense. I suspect. So in about 20 minutes, I think I might go around and have a collect all the costumes of a non-canon section that I'll cut out while I order something online, possibly. Make myself a cup of tea. No, sorry, bird. Yeah. No, don't throw a thing at the bird. I didn't mean to do that either. Okay. I might do it earlier. Stay away from that bird, though. I wanted to know about the sister Ares. A strange creature. Yeah, I'm gonna need to take a break because it's really hot right now. But I want to be somewhere before I do that. Oh, we'll fight you.
Dream Edge! Thank you, Doctor. Gale Slash! Alright, I'm feeling it. Yeah, Dumba. Right, that's too easy. Nice one, Ryan. We can definitely do this. Monado, lend us your power. Electric one time. Almost there. Bring the highness now. All in the world of strike. We choose to fight. You're also a star. Everyone, feel the flow of battle. Understood, Dumba. Right, you're a lifesaver. Worldly smash. Electric now it's right time. That was too easy. Good thing I'm here. No? Anyone?
Not bad. Not bad at all.
So I do like the rhythm of having sort of locations and where you have a location, there are quests at locations, and then you move on to a new location, so you have to traverse there, and then the plot happens in a place, and you keep going back, and you have these little hubs. I like that. You sort of get to know a place. Not unique to this or anything, but now you are yellow, and I don't want to fight something that's yellow, because I will die. I have to do this entire goddamn walk again. Heir Chapel. Cutscene?
Ruins. I wonder who built them.
Elvis? This the place you meant?
It appears to have frozen over while I have been away.
Been away?
Pay me no mind. We will need to do something about the ice before we can enter.
Throw hot water on ice!
Yeah, nice one, genius.
Precisely. There should be a geyser nearby. In the cave next to it, we will find a stone called magma rock.
And we can use this rock to melt the ice?
I believe so. So, shall we head to the cave?
Sounds good. Start looking for a geyser, everyone.
Yes, we've got a story quest. I think I don't want to be dressed up in silly clothing while we're in a nice place. I want warm clothing. This bugged me in Tales of Berseria as well. It's like, give me some warm clothing for this climate. You have a clothing system, have one that makes sense. And potentially I'm assuming I can get some warm looking clothing. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to save my game. In fact, I think I will save my game 3 times in a second. I'm going to take a little break. 5 minutes to make myself a cup of tea. Then I'm going to gather, like, try the trick to get all the clothing. So in the meantime, I'll be right back. Actually, that's not what the button I want to press is. Let's go to the title screen. Right. Hello, lurkers, and all you archaeologists. I'm the John Struct. I'm having a Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition Adventure. Actually, no, why am I doing the introduction? Don't do the introduction, John. This is all non-canon. Right, I'll keep the stand up to remind myself that is non-canon. We're going to collect some... Sorry, it took so long. We're going to collect some costumes. So... Yes, okay. So it didn't look like snow. So let's test this out. We want to go to all the shops. So we'll save our game. So we'll have that top one be our canon save. So we won't save over that top one. Although I have just noticed a quest up there. We'll do that. Damn it, we'll pick up the quest and then do it. Oh, but it's way up there. This is already taking too long. Nah, I've changed my mind. There's so much. We're just gonna do what I set out to do. This is all non-canon. I shouldn't be picking up quests anyway.
Well?
So, I guess I would have to buy everything. Just to be sure. Oh, hang on. He sells... Oh, some of this stuff I'm going to have to buy in canon as well. Okay, well, I know that now. I'll... Right, I think I'll do this all on the record then. Let's test to see if... Hang on. Yeah, it's fine. Let's get rid of the snail. Hello, lurkers, and hello, all you archaeologists. I'm the John Struct. I'm having a Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition adventure. I've come back here. I was going to do some costume hunting, and I was going to do that all off the record. But there's like a quest over there, and there's items I want to pick up. So I've decided I'll keep everything on the record. So we're going to want some of these actual things for real. Although Oh no. No, I can't, can I? Because it's gonna take... I have to do it all afterwards anyway. Alright, it's all off the record again. Bring the snail back. This is silly. This is dumb. Just we'll come back here. It's fine. We'll just have to do the entire thing twice. Okay, so if I literally buy everything, we'll see if it works now. Yeah, I want this to be non-canon. Oops. Right, I should keep talking. Yeah, I'm keeping the AFK snail on. It's because I'll put this footage on YouTube, and I don't want to put this particular footage up on YouTube, and the snail will remind me not to use that. Right, we bought everything from the shop. I mean, he's a very happy chappy, isn't he? We'll see if this, I mean, the fact that there's dots on everyone sort of tells me that it's already worked. So, yeah, he gets colony type 2. T-shirt would be more obvious, wouldn't it? Oh, I need to... How would I see? Because the dot will disappear. No, it was prodigal type 1. There we go. That was new. Prodigal type 1. And resort style 2. There we go. We'll save that game. On the second one. Then we'll load the first one. That's interesting. So not only does it save the clothing, it saves the dots between games as well? That was definitely new. Okay. And now we've not spent any of the money. So we're going to save that over all of them? I guess we don't need to save over all of them, but... And we'll go to the next shop. Is there any more shops here? Yeah, Colony 9 is quite small.
Yes?
So, yeah, we'll just buy everything. We've already got one of those, don't we? save on 2. Then load 1. Could have kept that in the snow, I appreciate that. But and we'll do the same thing. Go to a new place. I'm going to save over all of them. It's a little unnecessary, but it saves a little confusion.
Well?
Some of these I might already have. I want 32 of your prairie trousers, please. Yeah, and I'm also going to have to go through all these shops again later just to buy all the upgrades. Of course we are. It's fine. What am I doing? I know I probably don't need to save it either, but I'll save it on to... Then load 1. Then go to the next place.
Yeah.
Right. There's probably a way I could have bought all the cool stuff as well. Let's save on 2. With 1. We've come quite a long way, actually. Oh, hang on. We'll save over all of them. Right, then we buy stuff. We've definitely bought that pelt cap before, but... Let me save again.
Yeah.
Definitely have that already, but we probably have all the Machna gear because, and there might be 1s and 2s actually. Shit, I saved the wrong one. It's fine because I can just put that one instead. I'm planning some more snail variants as well. There's at least 2 shops here. We'll do them both. I'm sure we've got enough money for both shops. One run.
Alley-oop!
And there was, I think, at least one upstairs. Here's the route upstairs. There. Computer games. There it is. I think that's it. I think it's just those 2.
Yay!
Oh, damn. Need just a little bit more. Well, we can sell stuff, it's fine, right? Because we're not keeping any of this. $24, John. I don't know why you stopped. Let's just take a glance. I believe that was the only extra shop in here. Okay, fine. Save on 2. Load 1. Oh, we're almost there.
What is it?
Save on the middle one. Load this one here. A big map. I don't know if I went everywhere because I don't think I was doing this thing properly before. But we would have got a lot of stuff. There's a couple of places with more than one floor that I think I forgot to actually visit the other floor. But this is taking a while, so...
Are you that?
Gotta have the popular stuff. We don't need to buy the earrings. Bloody hell. Okay, that's that place done. Just want to check out. Okay, so that only had one level. That had several levels. Yeah, we may have gotten lucky. That only had one level. They said multiple levels. I would have done that one already. Alright, cool. We've pretty much caught up. Oh, and I thought there was a shop down the bottom as well. Okay, 2 more shops to go. Then we're done. You're done.
Yeah.
I should do the weapons last. I think I can. Oh, no, I put the effort in. Find it. I was close. Finally. Final shop. That's it. That's everything. Mate, I bought out your entire fucking stock.